What if breakfast is the hidden culprit? You wake up, stretch your arms, and start your day. But lately, something feels off. Your legs feel a bit shaky when you stand. Your arms tire more quickly. Even your balance seems different. Most seniors chalk this up to aging. It's normal, they tell themselves. But what if it's not just age? What if one of the most common causes of muscle loss is actually something you're doing every single morning, without thinking? Yes, we're talking about breakfast. That comforting slice of toast. That hot cup of coffee. Or that so-called healthy cereal. These may seem harmless, even helpful. But for millions of adults over 60, these simple choices may be silently weakening muscles and draining energy, right at the start of the day. And the real danger? You might not even feel it happening, until it's harder to climb stairs, harder to carry groceries, or harder to get up from your favorite chair. Let's uncover the hidden science behind this quiet decline, and the small, powerful changes that can stop it. Part 1. The silent muscle killer hiding in your breakfast. You wake up, maybe feeling a bit slower than usual. Your legs feel stiff. Your grip isn't as strong. You chalk it up to aging, just getting older, you tell yourself. But what if the weakness isn't just from the years passing? What if the real culprit is something you're doing every single morning, without even thinking? That's right. For many seniors, the biggest muscle wasting mistake begins at breakfast. And no, we're not talking about skipping a big meal. We're talking about the everyday choices, the slice of toast, the morning coffee, or the so-called healthy cereal, that quietly sabotage your strength over time. How breakfast sets the tone for muscle health. During the night, your body enters a fasting state. Your muscles go hours without nutrients. By morning, they're hungry and ready to repair. But here's the twist: your body only starts repairing muscle if you feed it the right fuel. What happens if you don't? Your body enters catabolism, where instead of building muscle, it breaks it down to use as energy. You lose lean mass slowly, silently. And you feel it as weakness, poor balance, and fatigue. This isn't just theory. Research from the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism shows that muscle protein synthesis peaks in the morning. That's your body's golden window to rebuild. But if your breakfast is all carbs and no protein, like toast, jam, coffee, or sugary cereal, your muscles miss that opportunity. The most common mistake: a light, carb-heavy breakfast. For decades, seniors were told to go light in the morning. A cup of tea, a slice of bread, maybe some fruit. But here's the truth: that kind of meal has little to no protein. It causes a blood sugar spike, followed by a crash, leaving you tired and unfocused. It offers no amino acids, the building blocks your muscles need to repair after sleep. You might feel full. But your muscles, they're starving. What happens next? When muscles don't get the nutrients they need in the morning, several things unfold. Sarcopenia, or age-related muscle loss, progresses faster. Balance and coordination decline. Recovery from small injuries slows. Even light physical activity feels harder than it should. And all this begins with the first hour of your day. But here's the good news: small changes to your breakfast can completely shift how your muscles age, recover, and respond to movement. Part 2. How to stop muscle breakdown in the morning. You've just spent 7 to 9 hours asleep. During that time, your body has had no food, no water, and no protein. Your muscles have been in a holding pattern, waiting for the next signal. And what you eat first thing in the morning is that signal. If you grab just coffee, or maybe toast with jam, your body hears, no fuel. Start breaking down muscle to get energy. This process is called catabolism. It's not a health scare. It's a natural response to a lack of nutrients. But when it happens daily, it becomes a problem, especially for seniors. Sarcopenia begins with small choices. Sarcopenia, the medical term for muscle loss due to age, doesn't happen overnight. It happens through thousands of tiny decisions, many of them made at breakfast. And if your first meal is high in refined carbohydrates and low in protein, your body stays stuck in catabolic mode. That means muscles lose mass strength and coordination decline, joints carry more strain, falls and injuries become more likely, all because your breakfast didn't include what your muscles were asking for. The right morning fuel makes all the difference. Muscles need protein, amino acids, and hydration to switch from breakdown mode to recovery mode. Even just 10 to 20 grams of protein in the morning can trigger muscle protein synthesis, the body's natural rebuilding process. The solution doesn't have to be complicated. A boiled egg, a spoonful of nut butter, half a cup of Greek yogurt, a handful of almonds, a glass of water before your coffee. These small additions shift your body from breakdown to rebuilding, helping maintain strength, mobility, and independence. Part 3. The real cost of a sugary breakfast. That muffin, bowl of cereal, or fruit-flavored yogurt may look harmless, maybe even healthy. It's quick, sweet, and easy to digest. But for aging muscles, it's one of the worst ways to start your day. Why? Because sugar doesn't just affect your waistline. It disrupts your body's ability to build and repair muscle. What happens when you eat sugar first thing? When you eat refined sugar in the morning, like what's found in pastries, instant oats, and fruit juices, your blood sugar spikes rapidly. Your body responds by releasing insulin to bring it back down. This sudden spike and crash triggers a dangerous chain reaction. Energy dips mid-morning, inflammation rises throughout the body, muscle protein synthesis slows down or stops entirely. That means even if you're walking, stretching, or exercising, your muscles might not be repairing themselves, because the sugar is blocking that healing process at a microscopic level. Hidden sugar equals hidden muscle damage. According to the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, high sugar intake directly interferes with the muscle repair cycle. Even worse, sugar increases something called oxidative stress, a state where unstable molecules, called free radicals, damage healthy muscle tissue. Over time, this leads to slower reaction time, muscle fatigue, poor coordination, increased fall risk, and here's the kicker: you don't have to eat cookies or candy to hit dangerous sugar levels. Many breakfast items marketed as healthy, like flavored yogurts, energy bars, granola, and even whole grain cereals, are loaded with hidden sugar under names like fructose, maltodextrin, cane juice, corn syrup, solids, smarter sweet options. If you crave sweetness in the morning, you don't have to go without. Try these instead: plain Greek yogurt with berries, oats topped with cinnamon and sliced apple, nut butter on whole grain toast, vanilla and chia seeds in overnight oats, fresh pears, blueberries, or bananas in moderation. The key is natural sweetness with fiber, not added sugar. Why this matters more: as you age, in your 20s or 30s, your body can buffer a lot of nutritional mistakes. But after 60, your metabolism slows. Your recovery is slower. And your muscle building signals are more fragile. A sugary breakfast at this stage of life isn't just a treat. It's a habit that chips away at your strength every day. Part 4. Why water first thing may be the secret to stronger muscles. Most people don't think of water as nutrition. It's just something you drink when you're thirsty, right? But for seniors, especially those dealing with muscle weakness, cramps, or stiffness, water might be the most overlooked nutrient of all. And here's the truth: if you're not drinking water first thing in the morning, your muscles may already be struggling before your day even begins. Muscles are made of water. Literally, your muscles are composed of nearly 75% water. Without enough hydration, they become stiff, slow to respond, prone to soreness, more likely to tear or fatigue during activity. But it's not just about the water inside the muscle. It's also about how water helps transport nutrients, regulates blood flow, and flushes out waste like lactic acid. Without proper hydration, the repair process gets blocked. Why seniors are especially at risk as you age: your sense of thirst becomes weaker. That means by the time you feel thirsty, you may already be mildly dehydrated, and your muscles already under stress. Symptoms like feeling lightheaded when standing, tightness in the legs, dry skin or dry mouth, tiredness that doesn't go away with rest, can all be early signs of dehydration and muscle underperformance. To make things worse, drinks like coffee, black tea, and soda act as diuretics, making your body lose more water than it takes in. Start with water, before coffee, before food. A simple habit can change everything. Drink a glass of water as soon as you wake up. Aim for 6 to 8 glasses throughout the day. Add lemon, cucumber, or mint if you want flavor. Eat hydrating foods like oranges, watermelon, and cucumbers. Even small amounts, consistently taken, can help your muscles absorb nutrients more efficiently, stay flexible, and recover faster. What you avoid when you hydrate: by prioritizing water in the morning, you reduce your risk of muscle cramps, dizziness and instability, poor digestion, which affects nutrient absorption, chronic fatigue. Hydration isn't just about feeling less thirsty, it's about empowering your muscles to function properly throughout the day. Part 5. Why gentle strength training is a must after 60. If you're over 60 and want to protect your balance, mobility, and independence, strength training is no longer optional. It's essential. You might think, "I'm too old to lift weights," or "I don't want to hurt myself." But here's the reality: the older you are, the more your muscles need regular, gentle stimulation. And no, you don't need a gym or fancy equipment. What happens if you don't use your muscles? After the age of 30, we all begin to lose muscle, slowly at first, then faster with each decade. By 60, some people lose up to 15% of their muscle mass every 10 years. Without intervention, that loss continues silently, until climbing stairs feels harder, carrying groceries becomes a struggle, getting out of a chair takes effort, falls become more frequent, recovery from injury takes longer. This slow fade of muscle strength is called sarcopenia, and it can drastically reduce your quality of life. The power of simple movements. Here's the good news: you don't need long workouts or heavy weights to fight back. A study published in the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research found that just 2 30-minute strength sessions a week significantly improves strength, balance, and walking speed in older adults. You can start small, right in your living room. Chair stands, sit down and stand up without using your hands, wall push-ups, strengthen your chest and arms with minimal strain, leg lifts, boost balance and core control, use resistance bands, gently work shoulders, arms, and thighs, balance drills. Try standing on one foot for 10 seconds, even 5 to 10 minutes a day adds up to real results over time. Think of it as muscle communication. You're not trying to be a bodybuilder. You're sending your body a message: I still need these muscles. When muscles are gently challenged, they respond. They become more coordinated, they rebuild faster after activity, they protect your joints and bones, they help maintain your posture and balance, and most importantly, they support your independence. Getting started safely: go slow, focus on form, not speed, use your body weight first. No equipment needed, stay consistent. Progress is built on habit, breathe deeply, oxygen helps muscles function better, check with your doctor. Especially if you have joint issues or medical concerns. Strength after 60 doesn't come from pushing harder. It comes from showing up regularly, even for a few minutes a day. Part 6. The foods that sabotage muscle recovery without you realizing it. You've made changes: more water, more protein, light strength training. But progress feels slower than expected. What's going on? It might be something hiding on your plate. Even if you eat enough food, the wrong foods can undo your efforts, quietly causing inflammation, slowing recovery, and preventing your muscles from growing stronger. The silent muscle saboteurs in your diet. Certain foods don't just lack nutrients, they actively interfere with your body's ability to heal and build muscle. Let's look at the worst offenders. 1. Sugary soft drinks, whether regular or diet, sodas are empty of nutrition and full of problems, cause blood sugar spikes and crashes, disrupt mineral balance, especially calcium and magnesium, increase inflammation, which weakens muscle recovery. Even zero-calorie versions contain artificial sweeteners that can confuse metabolism and affect your gut health. 2. Processed meats, deli meats, sausages, bacon. These are loaded with sodium, which dehydrates and stresses your kidneys, nitrates, which increase oxidative stress, preservatives that can interfere with nutrient absorption. They may be convenient, but they're working against your muscle health. 3. Refined carbohydrates, white bread, regular pasta, pastries. These are stripped of fiber and nutrients. They digest too quickly, causing energy crashes, inflammation, no lasting fuel for muscles during recovery. 4. Fried and fast food, high in trans fats and low in vitamins. These meals interfere with hormone regulation, circulation, which brings nutrients to your muscles, joint flexibility and muscle tone. Fried food isn't just bad for your heart, it slows your ability to stay strong and active. 5. Packaged snacks, crackers, cookies, granola bars. Many contain artificial ingredients, excess salt and sugars, zero protein or muscle-building nutrients. They satisfy cravings but leave your muscles starving for real nourishment. Part 7. How daily painkiller use might be weakening your muscles. You wake up with a stiff back or sore knees. Maybe you have arthritis, or just slept in an awkward position. So you do what millions of seniors do, you reach for a painkiller. It helps. The discomfort fades. You get moving. But what if this everyday habit, popping ibuprofen, naproxen, or acetaminophen, is slowly working against your muscle strength? The truth is, some painkillers interfere with your body's ability to rebuild muscle, especially when used daily or long-term. How painkillers block the healing process. When you exercise or even go for a walk, your muscles experience tiny micro tears. This is normal and necessary for muscle growth. The body responds with a wave of natural inflammation, a repair signal. But painkillers, particularly NSAIDs, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, block that signal. They reduce the inflammation, but they also mute the healing. A study from the Journal of Applied Physiology found that regular NSAID use suppresses muscle protein synthesis, the very process your body depends on to strengthen and repair tissue. The hidden downstream effects, it doesn't stop there. Overuse of painkillers can lead to weaker response to exercise. You move more, but build less, slower recovery time. Soreness lingers longer, stress on kidneys and liver, organs that help regulate nutrient use, digestive issues, reducing your ability to absorb protein and minerals. So while pain may feel better in the moment, the long-term cost could be slower muscle rebuilding and a decline in strength. When painkillers are useful, and when they're not, this doesn't mean all pain medication is bad. After surgery, during recovery from injury, or in cases of severe chronic inflammation, pain relief is appropriate and necessary. But if you're reaching for over-the-counter meds every day, it's time to ask, is this helping me heal, or is it just hiding a deeper issue? Safer alternatives to support muscle and joint health. There are many non-drug strategies that can reduce pain while still allowing your muscles to rebuild. Warm compresses relax stiff joints and improve blood flow. Gentle stretching keeps muscles limber and active. Epsom salt baths soothe soreness and aid mineral absorption. Anti-inflammatory foods like turmeric, ginger, berries, and salmon. Deep breathing or mindfulness to calm the nervous system and reduce pain perception. And always talk to your doctor. If you rely on painkillers often, it's worth discussing how they might be affecting your long-term muscle health and whether alternatives are available. Part 8. The protein gap. Most seniors don't realize they have. Protein is often associated with athletes and bodybuilders, protein shakes, grilled chicken, lean cuts of meat. But here's something many seniors don't realize. Your need for protein increases as you age. Not decreases, increases. And chances are, you're not getting nearly enough. Why seniors need more protein, not less as we get older. Two important things happen inside the body. Muscle breakdown speeds up, muscle rebuilding slows down. That means to maintain, not grow, just maintain, your strength and balance, you need more protein than younger adults. The American Journal of Clinical Nutrition recommends 1.2 to 1.5 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight daily for older adults. If you weigh 65 kilograms, around 143 pounds, that's about 80 to 100 grams of protein per day. But most seniors are only getting half of that, or less. Why it's easy to undereat protein. Protein doesn't feel like comfort food. It takes more time to prepare. It's not usually in snacks or light meals. Many seniors rely on meals like toast or fruit at breakfast, soup and crackers at lunch, rice and vegetables at dinner. These meals fill the stomach, but not the muscles. They're low in amino acids, and without those, your muscles don't get the signal to repair. Over time, this leads to weaker arms and legs, slower recovery from activity, higher risk of falls or injury, fatigue even with small movements. Part 9. Sleep, the final key to muscle recovery. Most seniors ignore. You've improved your breakfast. You're drinking more water. You've added movement and protein. But there's one more piece, and without it, everything else struggles to work: quality sleep. Not just any sleep. Deep, restful, consistent sleep, the kind that allows your muscles to truly recover. What happens to your muscles while you sleep? Muscle repair doesn't happen during your walk or strength session. It happens after, when your body is at rest. During deep sleep, your body releases growth hormone, which stimulates muscle repair, reduces inflammation, allowing joints and tissues to heal, rebuilds muscle fibers damaged during daily activity, restores energy reserves inside your muscle cells. This means if you're not sleeping well, your muscles can't properly rebuild, even if you're doing everything else right. Sleep challenges after 60. Many seniors face issues like waking up frequently, restless legs, trouble falling or staying asleep, light sleep with no deep rest. These problems can stem from hormone changes, medications, discomfort, or even blood sugar crashes from sugary evening meals. The result? You wake up feeling sore, tired, or weaker, even if you've technically slept for 7 hours. How to support muscle recovery through better sleep? Here are simple changes that support both rest and recovery. Eat a protein-rich dinner. Help stabilize blood sugar overnight. Avoid caffeine after 2 p.m. It lingers in your system longer than you think. Stay hydrated early in the day. To avoid bathroom trips at night, keep a consistent bedtime. Your body thrives on rhythm. Wind down with calming routines, gentle stretches, reading, soft music. Limit screen time. Blue light from phones or TVs delays melatonin release. Even adding 10 to 15 minutes of light evening movement, like stretching or walking, can help your body shift into rest mode more naturally. A gentle reminder: you don't need to be perfect. You just need to give your muscles the space and support they deserve, and sleep is where the real rebuilding begins. Final recap and gentle encouragement. Let's take a moment to look back. You've learned why toast and coffee might be weakening your muscles. You've seen how sugar, dehydration, and skipping protein quietly sabotage your strength. You've discovered how simple habits, like morning water, strength exercises, and quality sleep, can protect your independence. And you've seen how small, daily changes add up to major results over time. Because staying strong after 60 isn't about perfection. It's about persistence, awareness, and kindness to your body. Even one egg, one stretch, one glass of water. These aren't just actions, they're affirmations. You're telling your body, I'm still here, I still matter, let's stay strong, together. Optional add-on, simple senior breakfast meal plan, muscle-friendly. Option 1. 1 boiled egg, 1 slice whole grain toast with avocado, 1 cup herbal tea or lemon water. Option 2. Plain Greek yogurt with blueberries and chia seeds, 1 handful of almonds, 1 small banana. Option 3. Oatmeal cooked with milk, topped with walnuts and cinnamon, 1 glass of water.